Hello and good day, everyone. I hope that everybody is having a pleasant day today. I am Michelle, and I'm here to discuss business professionalism and etiquette in a Canadian business environment. Before I begin, let us pause for a moment of silence to pay respects to those who have come before us in this lovely native land. We respectfully acknowledge that Vancouver Community College is located in the traditional and unceded territories of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. Thank you, everyone. Let us now proceed. Today, I will define what is business professionalism and what is etiquette. Then we will talk about the 5 basic personality traits, and we will also identify the qualities of a successful professional. In this presentation, we will also tackle about respectful workplaces and how we can make a business workplace safe and respectful to everyone. Before we go to our main topics, let us first discuss what it takes to be a Filipino in Canada and why is there a need for newcomers to know the importance of professionalism and etiquette in a Canadian business environment. Well, each of us went through a lot of crossroads in our decision-making process to come to Canada. In my case, I started the grueling process of choosing the province I want to go to, and for me to me, the first consideration is choosing a province with the highest survival chances for a tropical girl like me, who's definitely going to struggle amidst the cold weather conditions. Vancouver became my first choice, as it is one of the least cold cities in British Columbia. Then we choose a DLI school for the program of our choice. And of course, the most important part, the visa application process. To finally be able to stand in our dreamland is such a dream come true, right? But in reality, our first day in Canada signifies a totally new chapter of our lives. It is like a rebirth to most of us. As a Filipino who is a newcomer in Canada, I have learned that there is a lot for me to know about this country: the environment, the weather, its people, the multicultural behaviors that I have to immerse myself with. I also have to know that apart from being an international student and finding a job, I also have to adapt myself to the Canadian business setting and understand what is the Canadian business professionalism and etiquette for me to be able to blend well to this new environment. As newcomers, we have to be open to learn and be taught and to be more accepting to changes. This way, our transition to this new country will not be too difficult and we will successfully be transversed to this new chapter of our lives. First and foremost, let us define what these two words mean in a business environment: professionalism and etiquette. What is business professionalism? Business professionalism refers to your behavior, your demeanor, and your attitude in a business setting. This involves the total package of how you behave at work, how you communicate to your colleagues or customers, how you dress, your cultural sensitivity, your competence at work, adaptability, your teamwork skills, and a lot of other aspects. On the other hand, professional etiquette refers to polite or formal behaviors in a business environment. This fosters a more respectful, courteous, and harmonious business environment. Professional etiquette covers using polite and respectful language when talking to your colleagues, using appropriate workloads, knowing proper email, memo, or letter writing etiquettes, proper meeting etiquettes, and punctuality at work. To help us better understand how to go about business professionalism and etiquette in a Canadian business setting, we also have to know the 5 basic personality traits. So here I have the big 5 basic personality traits, and these are openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. What is openness? Openness is the ability to open or to be open to new experiences. This is for the people who have broad range of interests and are usually risk takers. They're always curious about the world and eager to learn new things. Next is conscientiousness. They possess a high level of thoughtfulness, they are goal driven and are detail oriented. They normally plan ahead and are sensitive of how their behavior affects other people. Next is extroversion. This is characterized by the degree of your sociability, high amounts of emotional expressiveness or talkativeness with other people. Extroverts are generally outgoing and sociable. Next is agreeableness. This includes attributes such as trust, kindness, affection. They are the ones who value harmonious relationships and exhibits empathy towards others. And last, neuroticism. This is a personality trait that exhibits sadness, moodiness, and emotional instability. They are the ones who experience negative emotions such as anxiety, depression, and anger. According to research, successful people are generally detail oriented, creative, sociable, cooperative, and stable. And among these five personality traits, neuroticism is the only trait that is not a positive trait and does not contribute to a healthy working environment or any life setting in general. Let us describe or let us identify the five qualities of a successful professional. These are civility, social intelligence, emotional intelligence, social graces, and business etiquette. So, what is civility? Civility stands by the golden rule, and well, I hope that everyone knows what the golden rule is. Do unto others what you want others to do unto you. This fully encapsulates civility as a trait. Civility simply means being respectful towards everyone you interact so that you get the same amount of respect in return. Bear in mind that respect is not gained, but it is earned. This quality fosters a harmonious working relationship. It makes daily work environment light and happy. Next is social intelligence. This refers to the ability to interact with others and the willingness to communicate. This is more than just being sociable, as it also involves deeper interactions, being empathetic, reading and understanding nonverbal cues. It is knowing when to start a conversation, being sensitive to the words you want to say, knowing when to say or not to say a word, or when it is a good time to give a joke or not, and when to gracefully end conversations. Now let us talk about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence speaks of one's ability to read emotions and practice empathy towards another person's feelings or behavior. It is not every day that things will go well in the office. Some days, coworkers come in a bad mood. So it is up to you to read and understand the signs and be able to adjust to the situation. Learning to blend in an environment, whether it is positive or negative, is a skill and requires emotional intelligence to win through situations. There are three T's to properly exude emotional intelligence, and these are tact, or the ability to hold back your words or actions when there is a need to do so; timing, which is knowing the best time when to act or to speak according to the situation. Example is when you're angry or upset, understanding that you are at the peak of your emotions. Learn to give yourself some time to cool down and be more emotionally stable so as to avoid conflicts or unnecessary misunderstandings in the workplace. And lastly, trust. You must learn to trust someone and be comfortable to open up with other people and be that trustworthy person as well. Someone whom others could trust their secrets with. The fourth quality is social graces. This quality encompasses politeness. This can be done by always saying please and thank you, offering a lovely smile, and being generous with your compliments to others. And lastly, business etiquette. This also refers to as proper manners in the workplace. This is a set of formal behaviors that you have to practice. This includes wearing appropriate office clothes, using ethical words, acting in proper decorum that commands respect amongst colleagues, and observing proper meeting etiquette, as well as learning and practicing proper email etiquette. Well, I have been working in a customer service industry for more than 15 years in the Philippines. And all along, I thought that I had what it takes to be a good communicator to my clients and customers. But there are definitely more that I have to learn since there are a lot of differences, even with how emails are drafted here than in the Philippines. I had to learn to fine tune my writing skills and make it more acceptable to the Canadian business setting. Now let us talk about respectful workplaces. All of us have the right to work in an environment that is safe and secure, a healthy environment where employees work in harmony. It is normal to have bad days at work, yet we feel safe knowing that conflicts are resolved and that we thrive to help promote a happy and respectful working environment. We all want a respectful and secure workplace that is free from all forms of harassment, violence, and discrimination. Companies normally implement policies to avoid harassment and violence in the workplace. This is to protect its employees and carry out punishments to those who violate the rules. Equality and sensitivity to other people's beliefs, faith, culture, gender, race, or ethnicity is also a must in every business environment. This is to ensure that respect is equally given to all and that everyone is free to be who they are, as long as it doesn't affect their work performance. To maintain a safe and secure workplace, employees must also do their part. They must shy away from unethical acts or getting involved with people who practice the same. Be ethical in your words and actions. Honesty and integrity are huge in this country. These are basic rules in life, but yes, do not steal, do not lie, do not cheat, plagiarize, and avoid fraudulent acts. I know that in our country, bribery and coercion are two major issues that are haunting our government, or even just ordinary people like us. In this country, however, they do not tolerate this type of behavior. And we will see how people progress in life by abiding in what they know is right and ethical. We also must avoid fallacies and stick to what is true. Avoiding false logic helps strengthen your own argument by teaching us to stay within the boundaries of what we know is supported by truth and real life experiences. Well, Canada is reported to have 26.3% immigrants as of 2022, and this number keeps on growing every single day. This country embraces diversity and equality, and we must be very lucky to be here at a time when Canada opens its doors to international students like us. As Filipinos, we were born in a culture where saying po and opo and pagmamano or taking an elder's hand to slightly touch our heads are ways to show respect and politeness. We must acknowledge that Canada business environment takes the meaning of professionalism, etiquette, and respect to a different level. We should understand that much is expected of us, and that involves living and breathing the Canadian business culture. And we can only do that if we make ourselves vulnerable to change and accept that we have to adjust and adapt to our new life settings. This is a country that we all strive to land in and live, hence, we must prepare ourselves for the wonderful experience these changes will bring to us. To conclude, as a Filipino in a Canadian business environment, the opportunity for career growth is limitless. One must know how to adapt and immerse oneself in the Canadian business culture and values. You don't need to lose your identity as a Filipino. You just have to learn to adjust and refine your values and make it in tune to the environment that you are in. To all the newcomer Filipinos in Canada, welcome and mabuhay tayong lahat. God bless our journey. Thank you, and may you all have a wonderful day.